Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Lorraine.
And we are
on the off-ramp
in England, in the UK.
And we've done a drive today from London to...
We are at Grange on the Sands.
Grange on the Sands. We're by water, that's always good.
Yeah, so the Atlantic Ocean is right behind us.
And so...
There we go.
Can we see it?
Tide is out right now.
Yeah, so stick with us as we explore some of the area right now of northern England as well.
Yeah, northern England, and then we're heading into Scotland. So tomorrow we'll be heading into Scotland.
So we're really looking forward to bringing you along with us.
That's right.
We've arrived at Grange over Sands, which is a beautiful seaside town, and we're going to be walking along, I don't know what's it called, the promenade. So yeah, we're staying right here at this hotel called the Commodore Inn, and yeah, it's great for our night stay. So we're going to see what this town brings us.
We may just meet up with you somewhere.
And I'll follow Wade up to see where we're going. Or should we have gone that way?
I don't know. We can go this way down here too.
Aiden and I have already decided we're turning right.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We just did that while you're doing the whole parking thing.
I just have to wait for this guy to go by.
What's coming?
Big tractor.
Oh. Oh.
Yep.
Here we are at sea level, and way up there are the houses of this town and businesses. It's our first time getting out of the car as we left London. Pretty exciting to be here and finally on our little vacation with son and daughter-in-law, Sam and Aiden. This is our chauffeur, our son and his wife. We are so glad they are taking us on this wonderful tour of England and Scotland.
After spending a night in Grange over Sands in England, we packed up the next morning and headed over to Stirling, Scotland. On the way there, we passed through the Lake District in the United Kingdom. The Lake District is a region and national park in Cumbria in northwest England. A popular vacation destination, it's known for its glacial ribbon lakes, rugged fell mountains, and historic literary associations. Market towns such as Kendal, Ambleside, Keswick, on the scenic Darren Water are bases for exploring the area and home to traditional inns, galleries, and local art. We had a wonderful time just wandering around the region. On our drive to our Airbnb near Stirling, Scotland, we stopped off at Castlerigg. Castlerigg is perhaps the most atmospheric and dramatically sighted of all of the British stone circles, with panoramic views and the mountains of Helvellyn and High Seat as a backdrop. It is also among the earliest British circles, raised in about 3000 BC during the Neolithic period.
Up there somewhere is your Outlander.
We are in Stirling, Scotland, spending 5 days here, 4 nights, I guess. And this is our view at the back door. Just a magnificent view first thing in the morning.
Dating back to at least the 15th century, Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. It is also home to Edinburgh Castle, which is where we are heading to. St. Giles Cathedral, founded in 1124 by King David I, has been a working church for almost 900 years. A backdrop to Scotland's turbulent religious history, it has seen the seeds of civil war sown and been John Knox's parish church during the Reformation. It is still an important centre for civic services such as the kirking of the Parliament and services for most ancient and most noble order of the Thistle. Edinburgh Castle, the most famous of Scottish castles, has a complex building history. The oldest part, St. Margaret's Chapel, dates from the 12th century. The Great Hall was erected by James IV around 1510, and the Half Moon Battery by the Regent Morton in the late 16th century, and the Scottish National War Memorial after the First World War. Standing on Castle Rock, the castle provides a great view of the city of Edinburgh below.
There go the castle gates.
Finding a parking spot in Edinburgh is not for the faint of heart, but Sam did find this place down a very narrow back alley, and you had to have maximum 8 feet of room from mirror to mirror, and it was a narrow drive coming in and then now leaving as well.
Stirling Castle.
If you want to come back for tour different day, we can.
Oh, we were going to do it today, were we? I don't think so.
I didn't think we were going to do it today.
I didn't think so.
We're too big a street. And we're going to park right. That is pretty cool. Now, do I have to hike up that?
Yeah.
I think you can drive up it.
Can I drive up there?
Right.
Do you want to drive up there now or what?
If you are heading into Scotland and plan on visiting the Highlands region, we would highly recommend a stay in Stirling or near Stirling. It gave us easy access to Edinburgh for the day today, and tomorrow we are planning on taking a trip out to a little higher in the Highlands into Inverness and then to Loch Ness and to Urquhart Castle.
One of the things that Wade and I noticed was all the caravan parks. And in our world, we call them RV parks. lots of campers on the road, lots of travelers, and lots of boondocking sites. Made us wish that we had our van with us on this trip. Tomorrow, as we head into the Highlands and explore the Inverness area, we've got a long day of driving and lots to see. On the way home, we'll be hitting Scarborough for a night, and that will be a great place to explore as well.
So we do need to know that we need to
Hold our plans loosely.